This is the leg press machine, and the main muscle group that it works is the quadricep. However, depending where you put your feet, it can work your hamstrings, your glutes, your adductors, and it's an all-rounder. It's an all-round leg movement. Again, what do you need to know? Adjusters. Anything in yellow on these machines is an adjuster. So you've got here the seat adjuster where you would pull it up and it will go up and down. Sitting on it and pulling that up is a little bit tricky, but I'll show you how to do it. And then you've got the two adjusters here. So again, you've got the weight stack here and it goes up in 10 kilograms and 20 pounds. So if I had it on 80 pounds, which is 36 kilograms, and I didn't want to go all the way, I didn't want to go to 45 kilograms, what I would do is I would press that down and I'd got another extra 5 kilograms on top of that, or an extra 10 pounds. That is if you do want to increase the weight. So we're going to get on it. What you need to be aware of is your height, basically. And you want to start at the lowest possible position. And I'm going to show you how I would start it, which is rock bottom, because I'm vertically challenged. But that being said, everyone's different. So you would put your feet up on the platform and you would unlock this. So if you've got tension on this, that's not going to unlock. So you need to have a little bit of slack. Then you could easily lift the lever up. And then we go down. So hold the lever as you go down. And then right at the bottom, you'd release. And then you would release the slack. You would obviously add your weight in the beginning. So when you look at it, check your weight, and if you do want to change it, there's fine changing it here as well, so long as you're not putting no pressure. If you put pressure on, you can't take the pin out. So I'm going to leave it where it is for the moment. So I'm going to grab hold of these arms, make sure my butt is firmly in the seat and my feet are flat. So when you do put it into your starting position, you've got to make sure that your heels are not up, or your toes, so you don't really want it too high. So let's get it to a firm middle ground, and then grab that, release the slack of the machine, which sounds like this. That's the slack being released. Then the tension's on. So release the slack and then push that platform away. Push that platform away. And when you come up to the fullest extension, what you want to be aware of is your knees. You don't want to be locking out at the knees. You don't want your butt to go slide forward, and you want a nice softness on those knees. And at the same time, you want your feet planted. So what it would look like, trying to get continued tension, continued motion. You would go down, and let's say you're not aware of this machine, and you go down and then you're clanging. So what you want to do is take a look at the stack. And then as you go down, you see just to the point where it touches, and then you come up and then you get a feel of your range of movement. And as you get a feel of your range of movement, then more likely than not, you're not going to be clanging the weight. Or you can just look at that weight and concentrate on you not clanging, keeping the tension fully on. Like we said, quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, depending on where you put your feet. So if you wanted more of a glute activation, you would go down all the way, and then you would lift that lever up a little bit higher, get your feet quite high, then again, right down to the bottom. As you can see, my range of movement has now changed. For me, high-footed is not really going to benefit me that much. However, if you wanted to do it, press with the whole of the foot. Release the slack, drive it up, keep the knees soft, go down, making sure you're not clanging. And here, you've got much more hamstring activation, albeit a shorter range of movement, but it is what it is. So we go all the way down and then release and get out safely.